broadcast partner, decade-long broadcast partner. Pleasure to be here with you in Dallas, Texas.
Chile controls this jam for Chile. Gets recycled back to the back though. Gonna have to fight her way back through this pack. Picks up a few points, calls it off. Let's see how many. Two points is the official word from the center. So that's gonna bring Chile to 5. Chile in the red and blue uniforms you see on your screen there, sitting at their bench. The other team, the West Indies, in the light blue, turquoise, I guess.
Cyan color for West Indies. Being corrected there are shades of blue. There's more than 50 of them.
Both jammers out of the pack here. We've got a jammer on jammer contact. This one favoring Chile.
Well, it didn't favor Chile. It favored West Indies, who took control of the jam, but it was Chile who...
Yeah, I was referring to the contact there, favoring Chile.
Indeed. Chile Navaca back on the line.
She's going up against Kendall Brown.
And Kendall Brown is a freight train.
Great all-around skater. She can power her way through if her opponent, if her teammates are not able to bust a hole in the wall.
She has the strength and prowess of a classic blocker, and the skilled blocker, but the speed of a jammer. But this time, it's Chela de Vaca who was able to get out first and be the lead jammer. Both jammers on the scoring run now, as Brown also able to get out, but a quick 4 and out for Chile. And they're going to continue to add to their score, but just piecemeal, just some tiny little bits. West Indies able to put some pressure on.
Well, that's all you really need is that nickel and dime strategy. If you can get 4 or 5 points wherever you can, just rack those up. That's all you need for the W.
Start line sponsored by Cheese Balls. Cheese Balls.
We're back in the action here.
Battling for control, it's West Indies. Very fiercely fought as Jobson is the lead jammer.
Jobson, the 5th jammer in the rotation here used by the West Indies. Chile sticking to a much tighter jammer rotation. So far,
a track cut by Estesia is going to give an opportunity for the West Indies as they're in a power jam. Minor pack advantage as well for West Indies as both teams have blockers in the penalty box, the notorious RED penalty box.
Jobson calls off the jam. That's going to do this one.
Estesia still sitting in the penalty box for Chile. And Holly Villa.
She's going to start this one in a power jam.
This is the first time we've seen Polly jam in this game, I believe, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
6th jammer they've used. Huge jammer rotation. And typically, that tends to work against a team, but not always. I've seen some teams do it very well. We'll see how it works for West Indies here.
Yeah, we still got a close one on our hands.
5-9 with Chile ahead by 4.
There we go. West Indies controls this jam. Both jammers, though, on their scoring run.
We did see Polly jam several times in the West Indies game versus Japan just a few hours ago.
Polly calls off the jam. No points scored, no points allowed. This one's a 0-0 wash.
Chile de Vaca up against Violet Attack. Now Violet Attack, again, another one. It's the seventh jammer, but another one that we've seen jam several times. Who will they not jam?
Well, that's an interesting point because, I mean, most of these teams do have a roster capable of jamming, but we often see them just utilize the blockers or as a pivot just in case they need a star pass. But, oh, nice hit on the outside. Now we've got a power jam here.
Oh, and a forearm gives Chile, has Chile giving away a power jam. West Indies in an opportune time to possibly take the lead. They do so. 5 points. Gives the West Indies a point over Chile, but they're not done yet.
So that's our first lead change. We'll see how many more we have in this one. Violet Attack struggling with that wall of Chilean blockers.
Only stopping at 2. She's going to try to keep the Chilean jammer in the penalty box, forcing them to jam another time.
This may be all the head start that Suzette Laflamme needs to bust through this pack.
Which could be a very wise move here for West Indies. We'll see if it pays off.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been very hard to break through that wall in that last jam, so I don't blame them for taking a gamble on this jam with a bit of a head start.
Oh, it does not.
Does not pay off, though.
Violet Attack pushed to the outside, and instead it's Chile with the advantage. Screaming out of the penalty box, Chile de Vaca is the lead jammer. Blasted to the outside of turn 1, and now dropped to the inside of turn 1.
That's going to do it for this jam. 2 more points for Chile. So it's a 1-point game right now.
Still, I believe that was I would have taken that same risk. It wasn't really that much of a risk. I would have made that same strategy move if I was West Indies, even though it didn't pay off.
No, it didn't pay off. You can't pay off every time, but we've got a team timeout being called here by... It looks like West Indies, perhaps?
It appears to be the West Indies. It's going to be an official timeout.
Now, you know, there's no such thing as too many roller derby t-shirts. You can get one every month when you join the Roller Derby Shirt Club. Membership starts at just 3 months, and you can join at rollerderbyshirtclub.com.
I need to do that.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
We heard about that recently, and it sounds incredible.
Yeah, it's this cool thing. You get shirts from all over the world.
Every month.
And there's so many shirts that, well, so many clubs out there, so many teams from around the world.
West Indies fielding Ramit as the jammer. Chile, first time in this game. Endorfina, who had regular jammer rotation yesterday. We'll see if she's utilized
Endorfina out of the pack, but no, she picks up a forearm. She's being sent to the box. We got a power jam for the West Indies.
This could be the nail in the coffin over time for Chile if they continue to make these jammer penalties.
Well, your jammer certainly can't score in the box, and you're only handing points to the other team, so nice hit there.
Chilenita blocker for Chile going to the penalty box, and a flip as the jam ends, but the jammer for West Indies, Ramit, also to the penalty box. Forearm possible. May end up with another official timeout. Looks like not. Looks like we're going to continue on. So no jammer on the cheese balls jammer line. Endorfina first to pop out of the box. And there is Rammett as she rams through the inside.
Endorfina, though, right behind her, trying to keep that pressure up, forces her to call off the jam, so we've got a wash here.
Well, not so much. That wash got a little dirty as Endorfina picked up another forearm and went right back to the penalty box.
Oh, man, so this one's going to start in a power jam. I missed that there on the tail end of it.
Jobson going to be starting off all by herself. This is only a 1-point game, though.
Yeah.
And here's the interesting thing. We've seen a lot of early jammer penalties by Chile, and they're only trailing by 1.
Yeah. Yeah, if they can clean up those penalties, they couldn't run away with it, but that's easier said than done. Jobson bumped to the outside, but stays in somehow.
Lead jammer goes to West Indies. Still in a power jam. Jobson absorbs a can opener. Looks to the outside of the back straightaway. Power jam ends, though, as Endorfina makes her way to the thick of things. And a track cut on Jobson. Opportunity now for Endorfina.
Endorfina on the inside. She's not the lead jammer, but she does have an opportunity to score some points here.
Rapaz, blocker for Chile, also picking up the track cut, going to the penalty box. On the outside, quickly moves, ducks, and squeezes in 5 points for Chile. Chile retakes the lead. Endorfina down on the inside by Samuel Smaxum. Push to the outside.
Yeah, she's going to have to recycle back to avoid that track cut.
Violent attack all over the back as a pair of blockers for Chile gets sent to the penalty box. La Chilenita and Pink Cat, I believe. Power jam is over, and West Indies try to pick up some points. They do so. So no lead change after all, maybe. Hang on, another 5 points for each side. We may have a tie game. We do. It's a tie game at 21.
Wow. Had 2 lead changes so far. Should anyone score on this one, it'll be
our second lead change. This doesn't count as a change.
Well, we've already had 2 lead changes.
No, we haven't, because that second one was in that jam. The jam hadn't ended, so.
I see, okay.
See how we're playing this game?
All right. Well, in that case.
So saith the late night.
All right, that's how we'll track it in this one.
The referees will take an official timeout. We'll continue to fight about which way of lead changes with no. We'll just go with my way.
Bruised Boutique Skate Shop is a proud sponsor of the Roller Derby World Cup, and they want to sponsor your league too. You can find out about exclusive discounts and becoming sponsored by the Bruised Boutique Skate Shop. Don't have their address available though, I do apologize.
Yep. Also, Derby Skins. Look like a team both on and off the track. Derby Skins track jackets will help the world know who you are. Back to the action. Estesia. And Olivina. West Indies in the cyan. Chile in the red, with navy blue.
They are in control of this jam right now. Estia trying to fight her way through this pack. Breaks free at the front. Picks up 4 points.
She's going to go ahead and call it there. And now we have the lead change.
All right. So by that metric at the end of the jam with those 4 points.
Right. Me and Melajo will fight about that more later. Chile Navaca trying her skills up against Violet Attack. Violet Attack is a jammer who doesn't try to find the places to slip through. She just fights her way through every time. Like she looks for the places that aren't open so she can fight her way through.
And that's why West Indies has control of this jam, because while she was fighting her way through, Violet Attack found a path. He got control of this jam for West Indies.
And Chile Navaca going to the penalty box. A forearm is going to allow Violet Attack to be in a power jam and possibly retake the lead here.
So far, so good. It's another 5 points on this pass. 10 so far. Make it 15. 5 more on this pass. West Indies able to fully capitalize on this power jam. On the outside now, Violet Attack moves to the inside. Pirouette for another 5 points. Grand slam for the West Indies. What was a back and forth, now becoming not a comfortable lead for the West Indies, but certainly the first significant lead of the game so far. Decides to call it off before engaging further. No points on the last pass, but that was about 20 there by my calculations. Been known to be wrong from time to time, but
what's interesting though is, that was the first big blowout thing that we've had, 41 to 25. It's been extremely close, back and forth, but even though West Indies is leading right now, Chile has given up 4 power jams.
right.
You gotta think that the way Chile's playing, these scores would be reversed if they were able to keep, well, it's been forearms mostly. I think 3 of those 4 have been forearms.
Well, if is a mighty big word for just 2 letters. On the outside now, Chile out of the pack, but improper pass prevents control of the jam, so Pink Cat is on her scoring pass here, but does not control the jam. Looks like she's going to be recycled to the back again.
Control or not, she's still able to pick up points as she goes to the inside and, oh, no, she does not. She picks up a track cut on the inside of turn 2. I thought it might have clipped there.
Got a star pass.
In stereo.
Kendall Brown now.
Kendall Brown, the wrecking ball, absorbs a big hit.
Said,
Tanya.
not my house.
Oh, wow. West Indies have come to fight.
Kendall Brown stays inbound on the outside of turn 4 for another 5 points for West Indies.
We've seen a lot of games where you could say, all right, a team maybe that's having a lot of penalty difficulty, but even if they shored that up, the other team was still the stronger team.
Pink Cat picks up 4 points of her own to answer back on this one.
I don't know that that can be said here. These 2 teams are very evenly matched. They have their strengths and their weaknesses, but Chile just, the the jammer penalties.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the glaring weakness that we're seeing so far in this matchup. That's the number 419 for Chile, your jammer in this one. Going up against number 6, oh, excuse me, that's number 5, Polyfila for West Indies.
Stija out first, and she is the lead jammer. Chile trailing by 24. Both jammers out as Ramit able to get out too. Jam is going to end with a 4 and out for Chile. Now we're just at a 20-point game. That's a huge spread considering how evenly matched these two teams are.
Right. Well, if they're able to repeat that a few more times, that's really all it takes to make this a competitive bout. I mean, it's not anyone's. I mean, it's still anyone's game. It's not a foregone conclusion. We still got a minute and a half left in the first half.
I don't think it's the house announcers game. I mean, I think one of them can skate pretty well. But
we've got an official timeout being called. If I had to guess, I'd say they may be checking on the number of penalties, making sure they're correct. We've had several in the jammer position today.
Chile Navaka and violent attack. Oh, Navaka trips and well, I thought it was going to be an opportunity for Violet, but she's held back by Chilean defenders. Navaka has to recycle back. Opportunity now for Violet, but that opportunity is going to go away as she's going to the penalty box for, I believe, a high block. Also some multiplayer blocks called. Amasita Muerte, one of the blockers for Chile, going to the penalty box, and a grand slam. Oh! A nasty elbow to the face. And no call. A track cut being called. Oh, wow.
Tough break for Chile there. This power jam pendulum now swings the other way in favor of West Indies.
That was Chile Navaka's 4th penalty, but from my perspective, and I'm no referee, I've made mistakes before, that should have been an elbow.
Yeah, violent attack now on her scoring pass.
That looked pretty blatant, but regardless, Chile Navaka back out on the track. Chile able to carve out some of that deficit, some of those points put up by West Indies. Another multiplayer block. And a grand slam now for violent attack. Amasita Muerte with her 2nd multiplayer block in this jam. And that's going to be halftime. What a game we've had.
Yeah, Chile has done a good job in these last few jams of whittling away at that lead and keeping this one competitive.
Down to just a 15-point difference. And, you know, I can't wait to see what happens in the second half. If Chile can figure out a way to stop sending their jammers to the penalty box, I believe it's going to be a hard one for West Indies to win. On the other hand, West Indies, they've been playing aggressive, they've been playing a hard-hitting game, and that has shaken Chile a little bit and forced them to make those penalties. So if they can continue to do that, well then, Chile may be on the difficult side of victory.
Yeah, whoever comes out the victor today will play England tomorrow at 3. Whoever walks away without the W today will take on Germany tomorrow at 5 in the consolation bracket.
That's right. We'll have a lot more action for you right here from the Big Tex track of the 2014 Blood and Thunder Roller Derby World Cup. second half of this tense game.
Now, this could very well be the game that everyone's talking about tomorrow.
You can really smell the action, smell the excitement here at the Dallas arena, as we have been having an incredible time yesterday and today, day 2 of the 2014 Blood and Thunder Roller Derby World Cup. This is Chile versus the West Indies. Our score 58-43 with the West Indies in the lead, but Chile has struggled with a series of jammer penalties.
Right, and we're seeing that reflected in the score right now with West Indies a bit of a lead, but not a comfortable one. Estilla, the jammer for Chile, tied up. Meanwhile, Violet attack out of the pack, but she is going to the penalty box.
I thought you were going to continue rhyming there.
Yeah. I'm not much of a poet. Lead jam, Chile. Estilla.
Misconduct sending the jammer to the penalty box, but a spin move and a grand slam for Estilla.
So here we go, the score tightening up. A big opportunity here for Chile. We might see another lead change. We saw 3 in the first half.
La Chilenita going to the penalty box, blocker for Team Chile. Team Chile in the red with blue. Team West Indies in the cyan with black.
That's going to do it for this jam. Picked up how many on that pass? 4 more on that pass. So let's see. We've got a 1-point game.
This is the second time we've had a 1-point game.
Wow.
Last time it was also in favor of West Indies. We've had 2 official lead changes, a couple of lead changes within a jam.
Tantrum now on the jammer line. This is the first time we've seen her jam this evening, too, right?
Maybe. It might be.
Tantrum finds a path on the inside and controls this one for the West Indies.
It's the 8th jammer used by West Indies, and we're told this is something that is common for European teams to use a very deep jammer rotation, to use their players, their athletes, in all of their different positions.
Right. Yeah, we've noticed that over the last few years, especially, the American teams tend to favor a smaller jammer rotation.
3 or 4, sometimes 2.
And that's not a hard and fast rule. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you are going, well, hey, wait, my team does it differently. Well, that may be the case, but overall, yes. North American teams tend to favor that smaller jammer rotation, and that's the style that we're seeing out of Chile in this one. 2 very different styles, and it's been pretty evenly matched.
It's been pretty exciting as well, as West Indies, a track cut, is going to send Ramit to the notorious RED penalty box. Another power jam for Chile.
Will this result in the 4th lead change in this matchup?
Could very well. Pink Cat, the jammer. And push to the outside. Pink Cat recycles back. All she needs is 1 scoring pass for her side to take the lead. Pushing. Swings wide, goes to the inside in turn 2. And picks up a grand slam. Chile has now retaken the lead. Is going to call off it there. 4th lead change. And we're going to have an official review, I believe, called by the West Indies. See what they're going to question here.
Well, just to give you an update on some of the other scores going on right now. Early in the second, Argentina 121, Denmark 52, and at the half, Netherlands lead, I believe that's 84-76 over Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico and Netherlands, a tight game. I'm really glad you read those scores because I totally would have called it as Argentina versus Denver instead of Denmark.
Well, we know who your favorite football team is.
That's true. This is true. Go Broncos.
See a lot of the skaters out there today on Rydell Skates. Rydell Skates, unmatched quality, unmatched performance. Rydell, check them out online, www.rydell.com.
And S1 Helmets. Get a lifer, be a lifer. S1 Helmets. Find out more at s1helmets.com.
You can check out their YouTube channel too. They've got a YouTube channel. YouTube.com/S1 Roller Derby.
Well, there you go.
There you see the referees discussing what's going on there on your screen. Probably discussing where they were when Wham broke up.
There's a referee whose name is Spider Pirate. And I don't know how I feel about that.
Why, because you're afraid of spiders but not pirates?
Maybe.
There you see West Indies on the bench, probably talking about some strategies, what they need to do to win this one. We've seen a lot of error on the from the jammer position, and that's resulted in, I would say, most of the big scoring opportunities in this matchup.
Violent attack, and it's like Estigia.
Apologize for we weren't able to get any clarification on the official review there, but
still hoping to. We may just yet.
Didn't appear to be any change in the score. So action at hand. Chile controls this jam. Estigia in control, but hot on her heels is Violent Attack. Violent Attack on the outside. Ref says no. Didn't get any.
Ooh.
No one got any.
Now there's 1 point for Chile.
Oh, yep, there goes the one finger. The pointer finger, not the middle one.
Easy there. Easy there, Mellow Joe. He wasn't talking to you. Suzette Lafrère taking the jammer line for only the second time in this game up against Chile Navaca. Chile Navaca has been the star jammer, but also some pretty serious penalty trouble.
Yeah.
No trouble here as she gets through the pack. First in her fully jammer.
Shayla jukes to the inside, breezes past Smacks for another 4 points, calls off the jam.
We have a clarification on that long official review. The West Indies was challenging that there wasn't a call for a track cut on Chile's jammer, but it was called off before she re-entered, so the no call stands. The West Indies lose their official review.
They may wish they had that later, as close as this one's shaping up to be.
They may indeed. Estigia jamming. Molly Pina jamming for West Indies. Chile has been able to have a bit of success. They're doing a lot better in the second half. Currently lead by 9 and are in control of this jam, although both jammers are on their scoring run. One more point, making it a 10-point game for Chile. No points for West Indies. No, one awarded.
One for each.
And the crowd goes mild.
We've got Ramit on the jammer line for West Indies.
Mamacita Muerte going to the penalty box. Blocker for Chile. And it's West Indies out.
Ramit in control.
Loses their powerhouse blocker, Kendall Brown, to the notorious RED penalty box, though. Nice move on the outside. Absorbs a hit from Rapaz and picks up a grand slam. Oh, the final minutes of this game is going to be amazing.
That's already pretty amazing.
You're right.
Because we could be potentially looking at the next lead change here. What would be our 5th?
A natural grand slam at that is no jammer in the box.
Rapaz now donning the star. Star pass successful here for Chile.
Well, if successful, you mean they moved the star from one helmet to another. You were correct.
Yeah.
But Rapaz had to immediately recycle back to the back of the pack. Ramit pushed to the outside, and both sides doing a very good job. Ramit having to fly away, trying to call that jam off.
Yeah. Picked up 5 points, and we've got a lead change, our 5th of this game. Didn't think Ramit was going to take off, though. Flapping those arms around, trying to get that jam called off.
This might be the closest game we've had so far. Vestigia for Chile. Jobson for West Indies.
Chile grabs control of this one.
5 lead changes, do we hear 6?
Both jammers on their scoring run.
Vestigia tries to squeeze through. Jobson gets blasted by Pink Cat, but Pink Cat taken out by Smacks. And 4 points for Jobson on a jam controlled by Chile. Vestigia is going to call it off. How many points did she pick up? She got all 4, so a wash on that one. As West Indies still leads by 1. Woo. We've had 5 lead changes and 3 times that West Indies has only led by a point.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Whatever happened in the locker room has definitely helped the penalty problems of Chile, because they have shored that up tremendously in the second half.
Yeah, they really buckled down and started to focus on that. Right up the middle, easy path there for Rapali Filla.
West Indies has stepped up their game as well. And these teams are playing skate and skate, jam after jam. Sweeps to the outside and calls off the jam with Polly Fila. She's looking for a penalty and she's going to get it. An illegal procedure for a hit after the whistle, and 4 points as West Indies extends their lead to 5.
For now, but this one for now could go either way. Pink Cat jamming this one for Chile. Kendall Brown for West Indies. Both teams with a blocker in the box. Chile down a pivot.
A track cut on Pink Cat. It is a bad time for it. Not that there was ever really a good time for it, but Kendall Brown in a power jam. Kendall Brown holding that inside line on the back straightaway. And Chilean blockers just bouncing off of Brown as she picks up a quick 5 and calls off the jam.
So there we go, another costly power jam for Chile. Big opportunity for the West Indies, capitalized on it.
3 different Chilean blockers tried to stop Brown coming through there one at a time, and each one just bouncing off of the powerhouse player.
Tantrum now going to start this one in a power jam, although this power jam won't last long.
West Indies definitely feeling their rhythm here.
Pink Cat almost has served her time. She will return to the track now as we speak.
Holding that line on the outside. Lead Jammer goes to Tantrum, but Pink Cat in pursuit, and look at her go.
Pink Cat's kind of gaining some ground here, but it's not enough. Well, she may have picked up some. That was so close.
Man, she did 4 each.
Wow.
Right there at the final whistle, at the 4th whistle. Excellent job.
What a jam.
Laquina Maravilla going to the penalty box. That happened a little bit ago. I just wanted to show that and say Laquina Maravilla because they're fun. It's a fun name to say. West Indies in a major pack advantage here, and that is going to pay off as they now control this jam. West Indies finding their rhythm.
Direction of play penalty being called on one of the blockers there. Tony Smaxton, I believe. Yep.
Jam gets called, 4 points to naught. 4 unanswered points as the West Indies. A key timeout taken by Chile as West Indies is on fire.
Yeah, they've only got 6.5 minutes to make up this deficit, and it's not impossible. I mean, we've seen 5 lead changes in this one so far.
24 points, though, in a game where these two teams are that close.
Yeah.
Where 5 points is a lot.
Yeah.
24 is a whole lot.
Well, the last 3 or 4 jams has been all West Indies, and it's starting to show in the score a little bit. Still not an insurmountable hill to climb, but as we approach the end of this matchup, that window of opportunity closes a little more each time with each second that ticks off the clock.
Chile trying to put some ice on the fire of the West Indies right now. It is definitely not out of the hands of Chile.
Yeah, I think this was a smart move to call this timeout right now. Make sure you check out Fast Girl Skates. It's the world's first brick-and-mortar roller derby retail store and proud sponsor of the World Cup. Now, the store may be in Seattle, but the experience knows no borders. Though you can put that experience to work wherever you live. Go to www.fastgirlskates.com.
Pink Cat and violent attack. And the aggression of this jam is wound up. But Pink Cat takes the advantage, and she is the lead jammer. Pink Cat now trying to take away some of those 24 points. Violent attack picks up a track cut. Violent attack is going to the penalty box. It's a power jam for Chile. Huge opportunity.
Big scoring opportunity. Chile could take advantage of this if they can capitalize. There's 5. Can they make it 5 more?
19-point difference. Pink Cat now, who gave up a power jam just a jam ago,
finds a relatively easy path on the inside of turn 3 for another 5.
14-point difference. Chile, West Indies with a full box. Major pack advantage for Chile here.
With a whip out of the corner.
Oh, and another a directional block for Kendall Brown. The jam is going to end there with another 5 points. We're down to a single digit. No.
Another lead change.
It is another lead change. Chile has taken the lead from a 24-point deficit.
Well, that's how you do it right there. That is how you do it. Ramit and Anesthesia, your jammers in this one.
West Indies, that timeout was so critical because they weren't making mistakes. They were doing everything right in line. Then all of a sudden after that timeout, they sent everybody to the box. Chile sends a blocker to the box with a high block. West Indies a blocker to the box.
Rammett in control of this jam. Apex jump takes a spill, but still able to pick up some points. Was it the full 5? Yes, it was.
It was, but holding her own. Esteja on the outside, a spin move, able to not get out of bounds, and is putting pressure on.
Calls off the jam. Didn't pick up any on that pass, so she won't get the ghost points. She was trying for it, made a gamble. She did allow one.
Wow. But still, another lead change as West Indies has retaken the lead.
We are on our 7th lead change in this matchup. Woo!
Yes,
Pink Cat.
indeed.
Pink Cat going to take the jammer light. West Indies, maybe? No, I thought we had a team timeout. Excuse me. Pink Cat on the jammer line for Chile.
Violent attack. Violent attack on the inside. Is able to immediately take over. A lot of fans here for the West Indies.
Pink Cat now escapes the pack. Now on her scoring run, but it may be too little too late on this one. Violent attack. Pirouettes out of the pack.
Oh, no, it is definitely not too little too late. We still have time for probably 2 more jams. Melo Jones, 4 more points. And we're only at a 6-point game.
We've got 3 minutes left to go. They'll squeeze a few more jams in here.
Esteja lining up for Chile.
We've got medics on standby, right? I might have a heart attack.
I'm feeling a little lightheaded. Johnson. And a team timeout called by West Indies. 2 minutes, 44 seconds in regulation. The score is Chile 93, West Indies 99. There's been 7 lead changes. There has to be at least a couple of jammers really close to fouling out. And it really hinges on what may be this jam coming up out of this timeout.
Every jam matters in a game like this, every single one of them.
So much. There is going to be a couple of exhibition bouts after this set of games. Denmark and Argentina are playing right now. Also, Puerto Rico and the Netherlands are playing right now. And at 4 p.m. our time, the Beijing regime will be playing on track 1. Being told track 3, right here on this track, the Big Tex track. Jam gets started, coming off of the cheese balls start line. Cheese balls.
Esteja being worked way back to the back. Jobson in a better position, but taking a beating from a wall of red and blue. These Chilean blockers doing an excellent job slowing down Jobson right now, and their jammer makes it through, but that is...
Oh, somebody's getting it.
Yeah, that's a low block. It's official now.
There we go. Esteja.
That was an unfortunate delay here in this one.
Star pass. Star pass to Brown. Successful, and Brown is out, and a track cut on Chile's jammer in the worst possible time. Esteja going to the penalty box. It's a power jam for the West Indies, and that could be the nail in the coffin, Melo Jones.
This could be the jam that tilts the balance of this one once and for all. West Indies with a slight lead. We'll likely add more to it here.
Kendall Brown, looking in the pack, says, "That's my jam." I went there.
Kendall Brown up against a very, very solid 3-wall. Dulce boot. Holding her back.
Outside.
Nice move. Oh, collision at the apex of turn 3 and 4.
Who's going to the penalty box? Dougie Dobson. Rapaz also going to the penalty box. A multiplayer block and a high block.
And we've got a grand slam for Chile.
Oh! Oh! Every nerve is tingling. A grand slam for Brown. Woo! We're at 37 seconds.
You see the fans now rising to their feet. 28 seconds left on the clock. This is going to be it, the last jam. 100 to 104, just 4 points. A single pass separates these two teams.
This crowd is electric here, and we've started. This will be the final jam, and it's West Indies. West Indies. West Indies has taken control to seal the deal here. All they have left is to not make any mistakes. The period clock has ended, and she shut the jam down. 104 to 100. West Indies in a battle. Mellow Joe has won this game, and what a game it's been.
What an incredible game. We had 7 lead changes there. We talked a lot about those jammer penalties in the first half really cost Chile very dearly because those points they gave up on those power jams came back to bite them in the end in such a close matchup. They were able to fight back, stay in there. This was a competitive bout from the first jam onward, and they never gave up, never quit, and almost pulled away a win for Chile. But in the end, West Indies played it smart, didn't gamble for more points, just called it off when the period clock ended, and won the bout.
Well, and you know, we talked about at the beginning about the aggression of the West Indies, about their style of gameplay, and they played that game the entire time.
Yeah.
And it was that style that caused Chile, in my opinion, from my observation, to make all those penalties.
Yeah.
Chile, on the other hand, did a great job of correcting that, not getting it into their head, not playing that game, going back to their own game, and doing much better in the second half. But it was just too much.
Yeah.
That they had lost so many points, battling back, that even though they retook the lead a couple of times, it was, man, just, wow, what a performance.
So that means
by both teams.
That means the West Indies will go on to face England tomorrow at 3 o'clock. That's Central Time. That's the local time here in Dallas. And Chile will face Germany at 5 o'clock tomorrow here in Dallas.
Argentina has beaten, I almost said Denver. Denmark. Sorry, Denver. Argentina has beaten Denmark 202-85 over on the Blood and Thunder track.
West Indies taking a well-deserved victory.